welcome to the second of 4 daily videocasts from the Co-operative Cambridge Folk Festival with me, Juliette Burton. Each day we're going to be bringing you highlights from the festival, including interviews with bands and artists, and a sneaky peek at what it's like at Europe's most prestigious folk festival. Yesterday was great, and today it's going to get even better. Looking for an acoustic troubadour with his heart on his sleeve, that's what I read in the programme. You've come to the right place. It's Frank Turner. Hello.
Hello. You know, I've been wondering what it said about me in the programme. I haven't seen one yet, and because the thing is, I think that's a very nice description. I also think I'm slightly kind of heavier, if you like, than quite a lot of the people at this festival. And I was wondering whether the programme says something like, "Beware, this may be loud. You know, oldies. It will involve electric guitars being played quite loud."
You're also one of the names that people are getting the most excited about here this year. How does it feel to have a buzz about you?
It's good to know that there is one. This is news to me. It's very humbling and nice to know that people are interested. Yeah, I mean, again, I adore Cambridge Folk Festival and what everything it stands for and the kind of bands who play here. But I do occasionally, because I didn't grow up with this scene at all. I grew up with hardcore punk and heavy metal and stuff like that. And I've kind of gravitated towards this kind of music as I got older. But there's always a little part of me that slightly wonders whether at some point the folk police are going to come up to me and go, "You, what are you doing here? Out!" And I'll be cast out by the purists. But no, it's great, it's lovely. If people at Cambridge Folk Festival are excited about what I do, that means I'm doing what I'm trying to do. I'm achieving my aims.
If you were to sum up the festival in one word, what would that word be?
Very different. Or different.
Intriguing. Civilised.
Awesome.
Something for everybody in one word. Eclectic.
Irrevocable, because we come every year, so we want to keep coming all the time. Unique.
Folk. Folk.
Mine.
You can't have a festival without some kind of money funding it, and thanks to lovely sponsors, the Co-operative Cambridge Folk Festival can actually happen. And one of the sponsors is let me get this right, Katie, it's the English Folk Dance and Song Society, and here we've got Katie Spicer. The Den is where you've got the upcoming talent of people who aren't well known yet, and have you been a big supporter of some of those bands?
Absolutely. The Den and the work that's been going on in the hub, the youth area, are absolute perfect matches for us, because those, as I say, are our two sort of key areas of work. So it's wonderful to see the youth work happening, seeing those sort of pathways created for those young people to continue playing, and even if they choose not to become professionals, even if they remain as just amateur musicians enjoying it, that's what it's all about.
Who are you looking forward to seeing at the festival this year?
Bellowhead.
Bellowheads. Yeah. Kate Rusby.
Yeah, Kate Rusby. She's gorgeous.
Newton Faulkner.
I'm Kate Rusby and Richard Thompson and Laura Marling as well.
Bellowhead, most definitely.
Robert Cray.
The Port Isaacs Fishermen's Friends, because they're good friends.
Probably Laura Marling most.
Bellowhead. Basically the reason we're here.
He's one of the most well-known acts playing this year, and one that I'm looking forward to the most, I have to say. It's Newton Faulkner. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. So yeah, as I said, you are one of the biggest names, one of the most well-known, definitely. How are you feeling? You've got a set later. Are you nervous?
Not yet. I think I'll be. Yeah, no, because I've had quite a busy day. I did like a workshop first thing. Yeah. It was kind of 12 till. It must have been about 1:45 for ages. So I'm kind of good and warm, which is handy. No, I don't get that nervous anymore. I was just trying to think of the last thing that I got really nervous at. Oh, was when I had to. It's the most nervous I think I've ever been. I was singing Life on Mars, but with Rick Wakeman playing. So you can't mess that up. That would have been horrible. Luckily I didn't. But that was the most nervous I've ever been. If I'm doing stuff that I actually really know, then I'm not too bad. I'm not qualified to do this. I'm gonna go.
your debut album was called Hand Built by Roadbots, and that was released in 2007. And then you had amazing success with it, but you had an accident a year later.
Yeah, in the kind of in between the two albums. It was actually 5 days before I was meant to go into the studio. I fractured my radius, dislocated my. Oh, you can see the scar in there.
It's a big scar.
It's pretty good, pretty piratey. But that didn't slow me down for that long. It was only, in reality, kind of about 3 weeks of proper not playing, and then I started sheepishly playing again.
But it threatened your guitar playing skills because it's on your wrist, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was really, really close. Luckily, not disastrous, but very close.
Very lucky, because you now got another. Well, you had another album out. A second album was Rebuilt by Humans, and I read that was kind of about the event, about the accident. Is that right?
Yeah, no, the title was very much more about the operation than anything else. And also the other thing is underneath the CD is the X-ray. And it's actually my real X-ray, so that's my real wrist.
So people can buy the CD and they can have a picture of your bones.
I can have a look at my bones.
If you could sum up the festival in one word, what would that word be?
Fasting.
It's groovy. You're not going to use that.